With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go, D.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Landry now on the return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on. Come on.
Fine. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Third down, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second and 9, Jackson. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 27.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On 1st down, Grant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson, and that's off the mark, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 82 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Larry Ogunjobi gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Got some room at the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape. Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission. Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you? They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points. So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On second down, it's Grant. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Hunt. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Mayfield has got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 31, Ravens 28. Matt Bryant sets the kickoff.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They toss to Ingram. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
At the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now a give right side. Grant. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They will run with Grant. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 4th down, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They'll run again with Hunt. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run again on first down, Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Grant. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant, 52 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Grant. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
From the 31, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter, punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Charlie, 64, weak. Kill, turn up. Watch the point it right.
Now Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.